Hi everyone, I'm Marlene Moore. Welcome to our class in improvisation. In our last class, which was very short, I ran into a technical problem, so that video is only about 12 minutes long. And if you remember, I was talking about the piece that you were going to try, the etude with variations. Do you remember that one? I didn't show you the last section of that, so I would like to do that and review the parts that we had before. So we had, first of all, just the melody. And then it turned into the Alberti bass. And then it had the elaborate left hand that was really an arpeggio. And I'm going from D to A in my arpeggio. I'm not going D, F, A. I'm skipping to the A because of the time value. And then if you recall, it was octaves. And then it went back to just the melody theme. And then the second part started with a bit of a different kick to the melody. And what's happening here is it's going right back up to the A each time. F, A, E, A, D. And the same thing here, always back to the D. So put a bit of left hand with that, and remember to keep going back to the beginning sound each time. I'm going to play that one more time so you'll get the feel for that. The more you listen to these, the better it will be, and you may be surprised that very soon your own little variation will kick in. Twice. Now, the new one that I actually wrote last night sounds like this. So we're doing 2 notes and then 1. So it's not 2 all the way. Listen, where does that happen? I'm giving you all my secrets, aren't I? That's a tricky fingering there. You may have to twist your hand. I haven't figured out the fingering for that. Oh, I know what I did with the left one. I did this. That fingering is a little bit tricky there. Let's see if we can figure out some better fingering. Instead of 4, 5, I think I'd try to get a 3 onto that A. Lift your hand, 3, 4. Lift your hand on the G. It breaks the phrasing a little bit, but at least it doesn't cause a mistake. Let's listen to that again. I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lift your hand and go on the 3. I hope you will play your variation that you have thought up. That would be wonderful. You know, I have another group on Facebook, and it is called Piano Performers. And if you would like to come on that group and play your variation for us, that would be wonderful. We have mainly amateur pianists in that group, some teachers, a few more professional pianists, but it was originally started because I had a lot of candidates for stage fright reduction, and a lot of them got over their stage fright, and now they still play. So we have a lot of performers that are very happy to play. It's called Piano Performers. Make sure that you answer the questions before you join the group. But if you can think up your own variation for that, that would be wonderful. So go back to the 12-minute video, listen to all of them again, and listen to this part of the video. And from that, just let it kind of simmer. Let the music kind of simmer in your mind. Play them over and over and over again. Play the videos over and over and over again so that you're hearing that. You're hearing it over and over and over again. That's how we learn to have better ear training. So it's how the auditory function of your brain begins to stretch. And if you start hearing a new part, let me hear it. I would love to do that. This piece is in the making, and you can certainly contribute your part if you wish. That would be wonderful. Now, changing the subject, not the whole subject, but the slant of the subject, I hope you have purchased Making Melodies and Making Harmonies, because that's what we're going to be doing today. And that's what the focus is going to be for the next few lessons. You need to purchase Making Melodies and Making Harmonies. These are 2 books. I think they cost $12 each. So that's not asking very much. You purchase them from jwpepper.com/myscore/Marlene Moore. And if that doesn't go through, look for JW Pepper, and at the top you'll see a bar, and type in the name of it, put Making Melodies, Marlene Moore, press the spot, and it will pop up for you. You can also do it that way. All right, where did we leave off with Making Melodies? Where did we leave off? I think it was after Marching Fingers. So I am starting on, this is interesting because we've been talking about this, the one called Careful Fingers. They give you the 2 lines and you have to finish that. Let's talk about that one. All right, what happens? Well, in most composition, the beginning line is repeated. The second line is repeated with an ending. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm giving you the first part. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we know in our minds that that piece is not done. So now I'm going to go back to line 1. When I get to line 3 that is blank here, I go back to line 1. And when I get to line 4, I go back to line 2, only the first 2 or 3 measures, because I need an ending that is different. Because this is not an ending. That's not an ending, is it? So I repeat, line 1 goes to line 3. Line 2 goes to line 4 with an ending. Now think of your ending. There's a C written there. How do I get to the C? How do I get there? Or you pick which one you like, or there's several more. Don't just go by what I say. Have the one that you like. Now I'm going to put a left hand with that, but I'm going to put it in the right hand. I'm going to do solid chords. C chords. Now here's my clue to get off of the C chord, or else it will sound like this. That's not right, is it? So we want to go to the second chord, which is B, D, G. Or, if you prefer, B, F, G. Which one do you like? This one? Or this one? I like the F, but it's up to you. So that's how you go through the piece. Line 1 goes to line 3 now. So you and your students will write that out. And after you've improvised it, you write it out last. And then your ending will be line 2 goes to line 4, except for the second last measure. Or find out what we like best? Well, you mess about with those tones. You don't have to do all that much thinking. You just need to listen. Okay, the next one is called Tricky Fingers. And we're getting the idea now. Line 1, 2, 3, and 4. Line 3 and 4 has nothing in it except this lonely little C that is sitting there all by itself. So line 1 goes to line 3. Line 2 repeats in line 4 with only a C at the end. So I'm on line 3 now. I'm repeating line 1. Now I'm on line 4. I'm repeating line 2 except for the last note. And the second and last measure I would change. I'm going to put a left hand with that now. I'm going to do this. That would be good. Staccato, triads, that would work. But you can do it any way you want. You know, we learned this today, how to take this, how to do this. That would work too. Or this. Walking bass. The children I've taught that one to really like that one. It's kind of faster. Now, speaking of not fast, here's one called Turtle Crossing. What we have here is line 1, and it's very slow. Line 2. Half of line 3 is given because it's different. I'm trying to speed the turtle up there a little bit. Line 4 will be like line 2, or you can continue the idea of line 3 there too. Let's see what sounds the best. That's always the test, isn't it? It's what sounds the best. Slow turtle, line 2. Now, my instinct tells me to stay with those quarter notes. And then go to line 2 into line 4. Alrighty, let's put a left hand. I'm going to try the walking bass with this left hand, for my left hand for this piece. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. It's a turtle, remember. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turtle speeding up. You could have 2 turtles in a race if you wanted to for that one. Let's check our time here. I always have to do that because I tend to go overtime, although I certainly didn't in the last one, did I? Okay, we've got about 5 minutes left. This one is called Up and Down the Hill. I would put there. I'm speeding it up It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's a faster turtle, just a little bit faster. Okay? And, oh, here's 1 in 3/4 time. That's a little different. And there, you're going to put section 1 in section 3, section 2 in section 4, and you're going to have, for this one, you're figuring out the second last measure, what's going to go in there. What does your ear tell you to do? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Line 1, line 2, and we've got a C, but we're supposed to get to that C somehow. So now I'm done. Would that work? That would work. That works. That works. Pick which one you like. Make up your own. It improves your ears. Okay, we're going to do one more. This is also 3/4 time, starting on middle C. Line 1 goes to line 3. Line 2 goes to line 4. Oh, it changes there. Line 2 does this. And I'm using this much of it. And then I'm changing it to D to go down because I want to get back to middle C. Let's put a left hand with that. That works. So when you're figuring it out, you do not write it out until after you have improvised. Don't just copy line 1 to line 3. I want you to think it out first. Think it out, hear it out, and then write it out. Do the same thing with your students. Don't let them write the notes until after they have done them down here on the keyboard. So that should work. And as far as doing a left hand, if you have beginners doing this book, like, you know, relatively speaking beginners, they won't really be ready to write anything out. Maybe when you're finished the book and they're in book 2 or book 3 of their other books, you can go back and say, let's now put a left hand in making melodies, you know, let's do that. Let's write it out. But in the beginning, they won't be ready. However, intermediate and advanced students, yes, they will want to put the notation there. They will want to do that. Some won't, but a lot of them will. They seem to really get a sense of achievement in doing that, in writing it out. You notice on each piece, there's a name for the composer, and there's a name for the piece. After a while, they see it as their own piece. So you could tell them, okay, what are you going to call your piece? And let's put your name here because you're the composer. Marlene Moore just gave you the beginning, but you're going to compose the rest of it. That's how the psychology of that works. Well, that was fun. I enjoyed that. Again, I apologize for that video that was so slow. What happened was I have this cell phone that gets interrupted by ads. So I had to use my husband's cell phone to get this one done. But we're done now, and live and learn, huh? Okay, don't forget to get your books. Making Melodies, J.W. Pepper. Making Harmonies, J.W. Pepper, because we're really, really, really going to be needing those books. And I want you to have the focus on my hands, so you will need your books to be able to write out the rest of them for yourselves. I would suggest that you have your own book and you do your own writing. Don't just do it with the student. I want you to experience doing this for yourself before you begin teaching other people how to do it. Okay? All right. We're done. We'll see you in the next video. Hopefully not quite as long as the last one was. All right, guys. Have a good day. Bye for now.